Hey YouTube, my name is Gawd, and you're watching Gawd Cafe. So today, we're gonna speak on perspectives. As you've seen my other videos, if you haven't, you know, perspectives are the key of the intention set on your reality. And I wanted to say, don't let the lack of reaction from others redirect your perspective. And what this looks like is when you're excited about a project or an activity or an accomplishment, and you're kind of expecting a certain reaction. You're kind of expecting someone to be as excited as you are. This is like our natural human, brains. Sometimes we expect others to be just as excited as we are, and then we kind of get demotivated or not as excited sometimes if someone's not reacting on the same excitement level that we are. And it may make us even revoke that belief into what it is that excited us. And this is why they say things, if you haven't heard before, keep things to yourself, don't let other people know about it. It's not because they're going to physically stop you, it's because their energy, their reaction or lack of alters the thoughts behind your belief into something. So don't let a lack of reaction change your perspective. And it's something that I realize has been occurring thoroughly in my life. Sometimes I get so excited about something, but if I don't see other people as excited, I may, think, tell myself I'm delusional, or maybe I need to look at it, or maybe there's something missing, or maybe I'm not doing something right. So all these thoughts come into the mind. It's kind of like when you're dating someone and you're not sure, yeah, well, that's another example in this case. You're dating someone and, his or her lack of reaction, or their lack of reaction can, make you be like, draw assumptions, put things in your head. Oh, but he looked away in that moment, so he must be turned off. Like all of a sudden, but he just looked away because he was nervous that, like, if he kept staring at you, you would think he's a creep. Like two different, same picture, but the perspectives are seeing it differently in the room. And that's just how we are as individuals. That's why communication is very much so needed. And to understand that maybe perhaps we all need to exercise being okay not having a reaction for things, or not getting the reaction we expect, or not even expecting a reaction. To exercise this more may allow for manifestations to occur more smoothly, being that you are now exercising a stronger belief system rather than easily being flustered and they're turned off, so you're turned off about it. But instead, understanding, wow, if they don't get it and I'm able to, create this and I love it, I must be for more than just these people. I must have a soul tribe that expands largely, and I must have other people that, I haven't met that would love the things I'm doing. And that is the reality we live in. Every person we meet, we're not supposed to, merge like twins. That's something we would love to do. But the reality is, there's certain moments where our dislikes and likes are very different to our loved ones. And that needs to be respected in order to flourish in that loved one's relationship with them. Because if not, you'll just hit the reset button on every person you meet and have to undergo this process again. And you don't want to keep cutting people off because you're turned off because of the lack of reaction they're giving you or not giving you. Because now you're diving into expectations and being turned off due to your expectations not being met. Now you can have standards, but expectations for every little thing creates resistance from, letting it actually happen. You're being too resistant to the flow, you know? So that's why it's very important to just sit in accepting what life is right now, so that the lack of reaction doesn't have to make you reconsider your perspective or negotiate it. And, you know, it will let you stay stern and tunnel vision in one perspective that you need to stay in, because if we keep fluctuating between perspectives, we keep manifesting from every different realm of the mind and not really sticking to one realm and seeing it through. And realm, I mean perspective, but it feels like a realm in the mind. And if we don't stick to one, it becomes a little distorted, going back and forth. So you must have a perspective that caters to all things that you desire, you know, to not, you know, because you don't want to keep shifting between perspectives. It could make you, the decision making will be a lot more difficult. It will leave you to being indecisive, you know. I think, you know, foreseeing beforehand, you know, how you would react to someone not reacting, you know, and kind of like accepting it before showing them the project that you made, or, you know, kind of like, you know, hoping that they'll love it, but kind of expecting or anticipating that maybe they may not, and they may, but it's okay either way, you know. So the root of manifesting is to want something, but to be okay not having it in that moment, and to genuinely exude that, not to just say it. So that's why practicing the art of acceptance a lot more to things that you may not like, even if you don't, you know, if you don't like it, it's okay. You don't have to like it. You'll work at some point, you'll work around it, or, you know, you may not never like it, but at some point you may respect it. You know, which is seen with, you know, a lot of, you know, heterosexual men are not with the whole, you know, gay stuff, because they may not want to see guys kissing, but now that they're seeing it every now and then, and they're accepting it, like, yo, but people are kissing out here. Now they can generalize it as people kiss outside, rather than two guys kissing. You know what I mean? So guys kissing, you say it like 4 times, and then you keep seeing it. At some point, you never liked it, but now you're accepting it. Now you're like, not even seeing it. You're like, yeah, bro, the gays is gonna kiss. I'm gonna kiss my girl later. Now you sound like a whole brand new person. So this is like a form of it, you know. As a world, as a collective, you know, we do tend to accept things as they're shown to us constantly, and we're like, you know, it's like when you see a red flag. What red flag? I still love her and him, you know. And then at some point, the red flag is just so loud that you're like, damn, that red flag is a red flag, isn't it? I was trying not to see it. So, and you accept the red flag and you do what you want with it. Either you put up with it or you keep it moving, right? You accept and you act, right? So it's like, that's the thing. We try to not accepting so that we don't have to progress past that reality. But sometimes, because of the gag, right? But however, if you don't practice accepting, you keep gagging at life, left and right, left and right. So it's very important to keep in lock, you know, preparing what the gag is beforehand, so that you don't have to be gagging at stuff, you know. I think that's kind of like where I'm at personally, and I think it's really been helping me, you know, kind of anticipating things, not trying to manifest things I don't want. It's me fathoming the things I don't want, so that my I guess friction, or it's not, the word's not coming to me, starts with the R and I just said it, so annoying. So resistance. So when there's resistance against, you know, what it is that you want, it takes longer to get. So it's like when if you gag, if your head is like, if I don't get that, I'm gonna gag. Guess what? You don't get it. It's like if you keep picturing you not getting, you keep seeing how it is that you're gonna gag. And guess what? You manifest more of you not getting it than getting it, because you haven't accepted not getting it beforehand, and you're stuck at the gag so vividly that you actually manifest it. So, had you fathom the gag and be like, if that happens, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I would love that Dunkin' is still open because I really want that coffee right now and I'm rushing to work. And I gotta do this overnight, but they might be closed. I don't know who this resonates to, but it's very something to bring this an example. It's okay if, they close. I'll just find a deli nearby. Is it what you really want to do? No. But you're going to accept it beforehand because that's life and that's just what it is. You don't need to be, feeling all these emotional things because of not getting your way. You know what I mean? So, in a weird way, because you accept the Dunkin' may close, you may have to go to the deli. They may happen and you'll actually be okay with it. Maybe slightly upset, but whatever. And then the second day it may happen again. And because you experienced it the first day and you actually were okay with it, unconsciously, you're actually okay if Dunkin' is still closed. Guess what? They're open 5 minutes longer on the second day. Now the coffee you wanted on the first day, you maybe didn't get the first day, but now since you kind of wanted the second day, but you're like, whatever, either one is good. Now you got it because you genuinely got to this emotional state of detaching and being okay not having it. Anyway, I hope this video, helps you guys some form of way and you guys, enjoyed it. If you have any questions or would like me to expand on anything that I spoke on today, please write it in the comments. Please like and subscribe. I'll be posting frequently, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m., sometimes 8 p.m. Eastern Time. My name is Gawd, and you're watching Gawd Cafe. Until next time.